guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Addie and I am really excited about today's video. I'm going to show you guys how I built my bioactive crested gecko's enclosure from start to finish. I built the background myself and then I went and bought a bunch of plants and planted it and decorated it just how I like, and I'm obsessed with it. I hope this can give you guys some inspiration for your own enclosures. So first things first is I take cork bark and any sticks and just place it on the back and kind of play around with it until I like the exact setup. And this is what I came up with, and next I am going to go ahead and use aquarium safe 100% waterproof silicone, and I'm just going to silicone the edges to waterproof it, and then I'm going to go ahead and silicone the back of it. That way the great stuff has something that it can stick to. I'm changing gloves, and then I'm going to use this great stuff foam to go ahead and start foaming the background. And this stuff does expand quite a bit. This specific kind that I'm using, it expands, I believe it's set up to 3 or 4 inches. And you just need a thin layer for this specific kind. And then I go ahead and place the cork bark and any planters on there, and that's kind of what it looks like. And then you just let that cure overnight, and the next step is you have to carve out the foam to make it kind of a smoother surface for the silicone to stick to. And then I'm gonna go ahead and repeat that process on both sides. So here I am just siliconing again. Also, I'm not sure if I already mentioned this, but this is the dubia reptile habitat. This is the 60 gallon, which is the 24 by 24 by 24 arboreal enclosure. I use these planters to put on the back side so that way I can stick real plants in here. This next step, you definitely want to wear gloves. I am using the aquarium safe silicone and spreading it with my fingers on the great stuff foam. And this is why it's so important that you carve it, because otherwise the silicone has nothing to stick to. So anyways, I use the silicone and then I use Eco Earth and I press it down onto the silicone, and it gives us a more natural look. Some other people do this the other way around, which I just feel like this will make the background last a little bit longer. And then my cute little helper wanted to stop in and say hello. And whenever I do a project like this, it's bound to happen that my room looks like a tornado went through it. So yeah, this is what it looks like so far, and I also made a mess on myself. And then I go ahead and let this sit for a couple of days, and then once a couple days are up, I just go ahead and tip it on over so that way the excess cocoa husk or Eco Earth can fall off. And then I just give it a few more pats, and then I scoop up all the excess because I clearly don't want this sitting at the bottom of the enclosure. And I'm going to go in with this non-toxic acrylic paint to kind of go over the spots that still look white. And then I also went in at the top with some more silicone and sphagnum moss to kind of fill in that gap. And next up is we have to go to the plant store because I had no plants to put in this enclosure. So we went to McNamara and they had a wide selection as always. Look at this baby Maranta. This is the selection I came home with. I would say it was a very good selection. Next up is I went ahead and rinsed off this leca. I'm gonna go ahead and use this for the bottom, which will be the drainage layer. And then next up is this mesh. I just got this at my local hardware store. This will help keep the substrate separate from the drainage layer, so I would really recommend that you do this part. For the substrate, I'm going to be using this Zilla Jungle Mix, and I used 2 bags of this. I probably should have used 3, but 2 was enough for now. I'm going to be adding in some sphagnum moss also to help with humidity, because crested geckos really like a humid environment. I'm going to go ahead and mix that all up. And a little bit more won't hurt nobody. Next up is this bioactive booster from Josh's Frogs. This is a beneficial fungi to help with establish the bioactive environment. And then time to add the hardscape and the plants. Of course, we have to use some cork bark. That is a must. I'm really excited to try out this Arcadia Jungle Dawn LED bar. I feel like this will be very beneficial for the plants. And look how bright that is. I love that. Next up, I'm going to add some more enrichment for the crested gecko. I'm going to go ahead and add more sphagnum moss and leaf litter for the top layer for the isopods and the springtails. Add some springtails, powder blue and powder orange isopods as the cleanup crew. And that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I know I enjoyed making it just as much as you guys enjoyed watching it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.